Hey everyone, it is Monday, June 16th. Sue and I are back on Schaghticoke Road. And again, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing it right, but we are set up for breakfast. That's the Appalachian Trail coming from the south. And we came to support Metro on the Move and Chris Okone, or Alpha Gal. And so they're ways back, about 11 miles back in New York at the railroad station. They went in to town last night, so we're going to feed them lunch here, but we came early. Hopefully there's some hikers at the shelters just before this spot. Hey everybody, we're here in Connecticut, and I'm not sure how to pronounce it, Schaghticoke Road or something like that. But we have Alpha Gal here, so how's your hike going?
Hike's been going great. It's been wet a lot. The last like 2 weeks, it's been more rain than not. Yep. So we're getting used to being wet, but we're dry now, so things are good. The southern part of New York, the transition from New Jersey to New York was super slippery. Like the rocks are just like rolling on giant ice cubes, glaciers. So it was super slow, falling down a bunch of times and stuff. So it was we did all right, but it was tedious. And now we're in the southern part of Connecticut. This is glorious. This trail is smooth and gentle and nice. It's very polite. So far so good. We're doing like 15 miles a day-ish, when it's not a town day. And along.
Any more wildlife since we saw you down in North Carolina?
Let's see, what did we see? 3 bears total. So
nice.
3 bears.
Mama, Papa, and baby?
No, there was a little one smallish one and a couple larger ones. And then, let's see, rattlesnakes. Got a number of them. I actually got hit by one. I scared it and it scared me. So it was like one of those things where you put the cucumber behind the cat and the cat jumps way up in the air. Look those up on YouTube if you haven't seen the cucumber and the cat. So it saw me, I jumped, it was like laid out really long, and it swooped up into its snake shape. And as it was curling up, its tail schwacked my leg. And it was very, it was kind of scary. And I was like, whoa. And it was a big fat one. It had like 11 rattles on it. It was a pretty big snake.
So you learned that rattlesnake backstep too?
I did,
Woo!
yeah. So yeah, they were fun. No porcupines yet. The only porcupine I saw was in the zoo.
Yeah. Only one bear in the zoo this year.
Yeah.
That's kind of sad.
I forgot her name. The one passed away, I think, in March, they said.
Yeah. But Alpha Gal, pleasure to meet you again.
Thanks for coming out. Love you. Keep doing what you're doing, man. This is awesome.
Happy trails all the way to Katahdin.
What's going on, guys?
Metro, good to see you again.
Great to see you, my friend. How are you?
Now you're up in our part of the country.
Yeah, that's
up
right.
in Connecticut.
1,300 miles later, we're seeing you in your neck of the woods. How are you?
First time again was down in Blood Mountain in Georgia, your home place.
It was 5 years ago.
5 years ago.
Can you believe it?
And then a few months back, we saw you and Alpha Gal down at Tellico Gap.
Tellico Gap, right? It was cold then, though. Right. Pictures were way different. It was probably in the 30s around that time.
Yeah.
Actually, it snowed a couple days before that, so we were coming out of snow and ice. Thank you again for the Trail Magic. Those sandwiches, I think, were incredible. They were definitely a spirit lifter for sure.
It always is, I understand. So how's the hike going?
Good. Everything has been great up until, like, for instance, we rolled into Maryland. It was just like, it was great after trail days. It was smooth sailing. And then as we got into Pennsylvania, obviously the rocks started coming into the mix. And then you got into New Jersey, and we're like, okay, this is great, doing some deli blazing and, rolling through New Jersey. But the north side of New Jersey, getting into New York, it was surprisingly slippery. I think Alpha Gal may have mentioned this, but we were anticipating the rocks to be a little bit easier, especially since you're going through Pennsylvania, going through Knife's Edge and so forth. The rocks were super slippery. I fell 8 times.
8 times.
8
Holy
times,
mackerel.
yeah. And then
there's some big climbs in those rocks too.
Yeah, I mean, it's not too bad of climbs. It was just like, you think that the rocks would not be so slippery, but we underestimated a lot of the different descents. And I mean, legs coming out behind me. I thought I was down for the count. you had mentioned at the last time we spoke to you, you had fallen 10 feet on your back, right?
That was up in the Whites.
So I had slipped a few times and went straight back on my
think of
back.
that.
But Hyperlight mountain gear backpack saved me multiple times. You cannot say bad things about Hyperlight. It was like it was a complete cushion for me, so I was grateful to have that. But did break my toe recently. I'm nursing that back to health, but it's still like a slow go. So only doing about 15 miles per day.
You guys are doing good.
We're, step by step, we're making our way to
enjoying it. You got to enjoy it. And how's the wildlife?
So the biggest things that we had seen, again, were some bears, but the rattlesnakes were nice to see. In fact, I'll shoot you a picture so you have that in the clip if you want to put it here.
Yeah.
And you can see what it looked like. It was pretty cool to see it that close up. I mean, we weren't really like with our phones looking that close to it, but we were zooming in and we were able to see what a rattlesnake looks like, especially when it's huffing at us. So. Hey
Mitchell, again, pleasure to see you again.
Oh,
Happy trails.
Thank you for the hot dogs. Thank you for the chips, the watermelon, the halos, the Gatorade, the Coca-Cola. Hiker hunger is real, guys. I'm telling you, I'm still hungry. What else you got to eat?
Plenty more.
All right, it's good to see you, my friend.
God bless. Happy trails all the way to Katahdin.
Let's get moving.